What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me on today's video. Well, today's video I wasn't even planning on filming, but we're gonna do some sourcing and we're gonna go over the profits that I've made over my previous 2 or 3 videos now, so that you can see how much money I've made at this process. It's been 3 weeks since I started doing the reselling, so stay tuned. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, head to our first Goodwill of the morning. So in this video, I want to go over the actual profits that I'm making, not just how much I'm selling everything for or saying that I'm selling, because a lot of videos that you watch, everybody's making a ton of money, but they never discuss how much profit they're actually making. So it really just comes out like they're making a ton of money, but really they're probably making like half of that. So I want to, towards the end of the video, after I do some sourcing, I'll go over the last 3 videos that I did and how much profit, actual cash money, that I took home from all the items that I've sold. So stay tuned for that, but we're going to go ahead and head to our next, our first Goodwill of the morning. And by the way, just so that nobody's freaking out, I'm not actually even holding the camera and driving. Kaylee's actually holding the camera, so don't worry. I'm not holding the camera and driving, so. Okay, so you guys know the drill. We're here at the first Goodwill, and I don't want to bring the camera in, but I've ordered all the parts I need for my hidden camera so that I can bring you guys inside the Goodwill and watch me pick. But I'll leave you here, and I'll see you in a second. All right, well, I think we found some good things, couple good things at least. Our total was $68. But, yeah. What?
Hey.
What do you got to say here? Tell them what you thought. No, you got to record yourself. Yeah, turn it around and tell them what you found. Look, turn the camera around and then tell them what you found. Yeah? Did you find some SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Say okay.
Okay. Bye.
Say bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye.
Okay, turn it off.
What did you end up buying?
I got a Patagonia shirt. I think it's an undershirt, but it comped at right like at $25 to $30, and I think I paid $7.99 for it.
Nice.
And it's a little high. I didn't really want to pay that much, but I got that. Then I got a Columbia fishing jacket shirt sort of thing, the vented one. I got that for $3.99, and it was I didn't even check the comps. I just knew it's gonna sell a lot higher than that. And then I got, what else did I get? Well, you picked up a VCR.
Yeah.
For what, $7.99 or something like that, or what was it, $9.99?
$7.99, and it comped out at like $80, $85.
And then I got, well, Carson doesn't know, but I got him a SpongeBob piggy bank. That was like $3. Oh, and then another cool thing is I got a soccer ball, and I don't know if it has any value, but it's signed by all the Portland Pilots in 2007. For you guys that don't know, Portland Pilots is a college here in Portland, private college, but a lot of them go on to play for like the Olympic teams and stuff like that. So I'll have to check it out a little bit more, but maybe somebody that signed the balls actually went on to be in the Olympics or whatever, or championships or something like that. It's worth it. It was $3, so I'll check that out, but it's all signed by all the players. And if it's not worth anything, Carson can play with it, and it is what it is. I can't really remember what else I got, but I felt like I got a good score. This is the first time I've been to a Goodwill when it first opened. I mean, it opened at 9 and we got here at like 10 after, 11 after or something. So I felt like we got like the best stuff that was probably here, hopefully.
First dibs.
We got the first dibs, yeah. So Now, I think what we're gonna do. We gotta go to the bank, get you a new debit card, and then, where are we gonna go? Oh, another Goodwill.
Maybe another Goodwill.
Hopefully, that one's not too picked over. It's been, what, it's 10 o'clock now, so let's go ahead, head on over there, and hopefully we get some good scores.
Okay, so we've looked through the store, and now we're over here so Carson can look at all the toys, and we'll see if there's anything we want to buy. Say hi, Bright Guy.
Hi, Bright Guy. Alright, well, we picked up a couple things, not too much, spent $32. Didn't find anything super awesome. Picked up a bunch of little things, you know, that are easy, cheap on shipping. And yeah, I got like a belt buckle, PJ Masks, blanket, and got oh yeah, some Polaroid film. And then also got a, what else? What did I get?
Pendleton.
Oh yeah, a Pendleton whiskey belt buckle for $6.99. Comps around like 25 bucks, and it's new package. And I think Carson doesn't like me filming right now. Okay, well you can't see, but my laptop's right here in front of me. I don't want to record on my laptop just so that I can just show you screenshots of everything, so that I can edit out customer names or account numbers or anything like that, tracking numbers or addresses. So basically what I'm going to go through here, and I'm going to look at my total sales for the 3 weeks that I've been doing this is $752.70, and I've sold 20 items. So now I'll go over each item and how much they sold for, and then at the end of this I'll tell you my total profit, and yeah, and show you kind of how I'm keeping track of that. I'm just using a spreadsheet and then entering all the information. Okay, so the first items that I sold so far, they haven't been resell items. They've just been items that I went through in my garage and all that thing. Anyways, I made a video about it. I'll put a link up above and down below in the description that you can check out all the stuff of my awesome haul of what I found in my house to sell. But basically my goal was to make $500, and well, in 3 weeks I pretty much done that. So my first item was a Super Nintendo game. That is Super Mario Kart. That sold really quick. I was really surprised, but I sold that for $14.97 plus shipping, of course. But that was the first thing I sold in my new hobby. So the second thing that I sold was my Canon Rebel T3i. It's an older camera, but it was a good ticket item. I sold it for $200 plus shipping. That I actually had like 3 lenses for it, a kit lens, and then I had I don't remember what they were, 50 mil, and then like a 55 to 200 mil. But I sold those 2 lenses separate, and we'll get to those. But I think selling the camera and the lenses separately was actually good, because I made quite a bit of money doing it that way. When I listed it, I saw other cameras with lenses selling for right around what I sold this, which was $200. So I sold it just the camera body and then the stock lens, which is the I forget what it is. It's like let me check in my listing. We have 18 to 55 millimeter kit lens, and I also had like a couple extra batteries and an extra car charger. Then the third item I sold was actually something from childhood, which I'm glad I held on to, because I was able to sell it for $20. It's a vintage 1/24 scale toy slot car. It was actually pretty big when I was a kid. We had a couple tracks around here in town in Portland, but now that I don't even know if they even exist here in the area anymore. But I don't know. This thing sold within like a day, so it was super fast. If I ever see any, I'm gonna buy them up because they sell. They're not like a high ticket item, but if you can get them super cheap, they sell super fast. Because this isn't the only one that I sold. This was just the first one that I listed, just to feel it out. But it sold for $19.99 plus shipping. And then the next item that I sold was a regular Nintendo game. It for some reason it's super rare and worth a lot of money, and I was pretty stoked on that. But it sold for $37.99, and then I also charge for shipping. So most of all the stuff that I sell, I charge in the price plus buyer pays for shipping. I'm not to the level that I have the margins to include shipping. Maybe on high ticket stuff, I might start doing that, I think, or clothing or something like that. But I'm not on that level yet. But eventually, I'm going to get to that, I think, because I think it helps sell your item. But yeah. So then next up, I sold more slot cars. This was a lot of 2 that I sold, and these weren't like brand name. They were kind of like off-brand, so they weren't as expensive as the other one that I sold for $19.99 on its own. But I sold these 2 for $19.99, and they're a little rough, but they're still nice and they're vintage. But that was a good score, you know. I mean, they were just sitting. I've been holding on to these since I was probably like 13, 14 maybe, and well, I'm 36 now, so I've been holding on to these a long time. So they've just been collecting dust, and I never play with them. So $20 in my pocket plus shipping. Then the next item was also a regular Nintendo game, Super C vintage Contra video game that was sold for $12.99 plus shipping. And yeah, Nintendo games, Super Nintendo games, they sell pretty well. Like I'm definitely gonna pick up more if I can find any. But I probably still have another, like, I don't know, combined of all my systems and everything, I still have another like 40 games to list. But it's just a matter of time. So once I get them up and all that stuff, I'll start making money. But yeah. All right, then next up, part of the, not the camera deal, but I separated all the camera stuff. We have the Canon 55 to 250 millimeter. I don't know if it's stock lens, but it's not like a very popular, super awesome lens or anything. It's just something I think comes with a kit when you buy the camera brand new. But that was I was able to get $50 for that plus shipping, so that was nice. I like that. Because right there, for my camera gear, I'm up to $250, so that's pretty rad. And another listing that I had was for a lot of 2 video games, which these were actually listed separately, but the buyer messaged me and asked if I could do like a package deal, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, the 2 games were, they're Nintendo 64 games, and it was James Bond GoldenEye 007 and Legend of Zelda. Both of those games, those are like $25, $30 games. But he actually messaged me and just wanted the instruction booklets and the cases that I was selling with them. I don't know if they're like sought after or whatever. Anyways, I ended up selling that for both of those games for $46, and then I paid for shipping on that just to work the deal. But it worked out for me. Money in my pocket. And then we had this third lens that I have with my camera. It's a 50mm fixed lens, 1.8 aperture. But yeah, that sold for $56. That was an auction, and I had it starting at, I think, $49.99 maybe, or $50, but it jumped up to $56, and there we go. And there we have it. The next item is the mask. Jim Carrey, the mask. Alrighty then. Something like that. I don't know. But anyways, must have been a rare game because it sold for $22.50 plus shipping. All day, every day. Then I just had an extra Blu-ray player. It was like a smart Blu-ray player just hanging around in one of my electronics box just floating around that I've been haven't used in 3 or 4 years. But this one, I had at auction starting at maybe $29.99, and then, well, as a newbie as I am, I didn't want to wait to get what I actually should get for it, but I settled on $22.99 plus $15 shipping, and well, money in my pocket, and it's not taking up space anymore, so I like that. Then I listed these two tiny little slot cars. They're actually the size of like a Hot Wheel. They're a much smaller scale. I don't know what they are, like maybe 1/64th or something. I don't know, something like that. But I sold them as a lot. There's two, and they're from the 90s, from when I was a kid. Yeah, I'm old. But yeah, those sold for $19.99 plus shipping. And yeah, we have the Mega Man 3 regular Nintendo game that sold for $11.99. I had a lot of offers on this one, and I don't know, I had like $2, $3, like weird random, I don't know, like, come on. I already sold this thing for cheaper than it should have went for, I feel, but it sold for $11.99. Now, I have a lot of Nintendo games, and listing all of them can be hard, and especially if they're only like a couple dollars each. So this one, I actually lotted 3 games together, and they're kind of like the same genre or whatever as the Off-Road, the Bigfoot, and Days of Thunder. So I started an auction on them, hoping maybe get 20 bucks on them. Well, now isn't that freaking awesome? Camera battery died, so I don't remember where I left off. So anyways, we have these 3 Nintendo games, yeah, and they sold for $9.99. Next item, let's go. This was the Oscar Mayer Wiener plush toy. I don't know, stuffed it. I don't know what you call it. Plush, whatever. Like, kind of like a Beanie Baby, but it wasn't Beanie TY or whatever the brand is. But this thing sold. I listed it, and it sold in like less than 12 hours. It sold for $9.99, and I'm really hoping that I didn't sell something really good that was worth a lot. Hopefully just somebody was looking for the Wiener Mobile plush toy. I don't know, but I don't know, $10. I hope it wasn't worth a lot more, but it sold super fast. And then ending the camera stuff that I had a brand new flash I used maybe one time. It's the newer brand. It's like Chinese brand, cheap. You can get on Amazon for, I think it was like, I don't know, 30 bucks or something. Anyways, I listed it, and that was an auction, and it sold. I started it pretty low, but it sold for $16.99. And well, if I don't have a camera, I can't use it. So $16.99 is way better than the flash. So I like that. So this is the last game that I sold. It sat for quite a while, I think, because the label on it. Here's the thing: the label had something on it, and I tried to clean it off, and I wasn't too sure what to clean it off with. But I used like that, what do you call it? Orange stuff. I don't know. I don't see it around here. I don't know. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. That orange smelly stuff that gets stuff off. Anyways, I put that on the label, and that was a bad idea because it totally ruined the label. So I think that hurt me trying to sell this item. But I was getting tons and tons and tons of views on the listing, and also like multiple watchers. I don't know if they're what they're waiting for or what. They should have just made offers or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, because of that, I just pretty much let it go. I sold it for $10.99 plus shipping. Next up, I just sold this just yesterday. I was pretty stoked on it, except for it cost a lot more money than I thought to ship. So I'm actually coming out even on this item. I sold this marshmallow unicorn poop that I picked up in that the video. You all saw me pick this up. I bought it at the Dollar Tree. One package, $1. So I bought 4 packages just to see. I bundled them all together, and I sold it for $9.99 plus shipping. I charged $5 for shipping because, hey, you know what? This stuff's light. But guess what, dummy? One bag is light. When you put 4 together, it's over a pound. So, duh. Anyways, I think I came out making like $1.79 total on this. So, at least I didn't lose money, right? Next item. Next item is something that I found in my garage just sitting there, and I didn't even think about selling it. I won it when I was doing car shows. I did do car shows every once in a while with my car, and I won in a raffle. And this came in like the bucket. I got like car wash and, you know, all this crap, whatever. Anyways, $1 raffle, and I got this item. It's the Mother's Powerball 4 paint. You put it in a drill and you buff stuff, paint, I guess, and it comes with wax. But yeah, so I put it up for $14.99, and well, it sold. $14.99. There you go. And they also paid $10 for shipping, so $25. There you go. Yep. So there you have it. There's all 20 items that I've sold so far in 3 weeks minus 1 day. Yeah. Right. Well, here is my spreadsheet. I just have like the items, and then where I got them from, how much they cost, and then how much I listed them for, and then all my fees, and then the total profit and all that stuff. But if we go down here, I'm not going to go too far into it, but we go all the way down here, and now we can see the ground. Let's see if we can get it to focus. Grand total so far in those 3 weeks, I've made $578.47. That's after all the fees and everything. And even with the money that I've made, I've reinvested some of it, and I've bought some goods, and I've spent $222.71. That's actually stuff that I've went and sourced at Goodwill and all that stuff. So yeah, reinvesting and all that. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Pardon me being sick, but yeah, I've been feeling like crap for like the last week. So I actually missed last week's upload, and we're doing it now that I actually have a voice, somewhat voice. Anyways, but yeah, hopefully you enjoy what I did here. Subscribe down below if you enjoy what I'm doing, and like the video, please. And then make sure you turn on the notification bell. And with that, thanks for joining me, and peace out.